Like I'd never use them. I'd literally, and like once I got the Heart and the Home DLC, I think it was Hearth and Home, the where you could build your own house. I just put all my stuff like that on mannequins, which, I mean, then at that point, yes, it served a purpose, but like I could have just sold it. Like it had no value to me, but because because it was like, oh, maybe my first infused weapon or maybe a weapon I created, I just decided to, you know, I refused to get rid of it. I don't know why I have this problem with video games, why I draw, like, make sentimental connections to things in games, but, like, certain stuff in certain games I will have a sentimental connection to and I won't get rid of them. It's also why I struggle to finish certain games as well, like RPGs and that. I'll struggle to finish them because I'll get too attached to a game and then I'll not want to finish it. Because if I finish it, it's over. But then I stop playing it, and it's like, it's one of those things that's really like contradictory when you think about it in like in its entire like perspective. Like I don't want to finish a game, so I don't play it, or I play it less and less and less until I just don't finish it. It's a really weird thing that I do. I acknowledge this wholeheartedly, but alas, not my fault. I'm a weird human being. That's also why I like strategy games. Like EU4, I know there's no ending. There is an ending, obviously, 1821. But like, I have to set my own challenges in the EU4, so that's fine. It's not a story that's about to conclude. So that's why strategy games to me are great, because they're not like stories that conclude. It's why I love Total War games. It's not a story that concludes. Like, that's also probably why I didn't like the Rift, like Vortex or the Rifts of Chaos, because technically it's a story and there was an ending to it, and I didn't like the. I also just didn't find them fun, but still. What I was getting at is, it's why like I hate like sometimes I won't finish TV shows. I'll get to like the last season and I'll drop it. I'll watch like 90% of an anime, then I'll drop it because I don't like the idea of getting to the end and there being no more. It is such a weird phenomenon that I don't understand why I don't like it, but it's one of those things that I figured out years ago that I just don't like, and yet I still love RPGs. Like, I've not finished Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I've not finished Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I didn't finish Origin, but that was for a different reason because it was shit. I finished all the other Assassin's Creeds, so they don't count. I've not finished games like, I have finished Final Fantasies, but at the moment I'm Final Fantasy 14. I'm dragging my heels with the current patches, because I don't want to. I don't, you know, want to get done and then get bored of the game, even though I haven't played it for weeks and my partner's been playing it religiously still. It's why I don't like. This is the problem. I run into this when it comes to a lot of video games I haven't finished because I just get, you know, get down that I'm gonna finish it, you know. And then when I do finish a game, it's like you've got this empty pit in my stomach that's like, oh, I'll never experience that for the first time again. Like, when I finished Endwalker for Final Fantasy 14, the one thing that upset me is in my stomach, I had like a pit of like, I'm never going to experience the amazing story that has been told and that was wrapped up in this game. It was depressing, you know? I feel like that, like, people who play RPGs as like a lot will understand this. I don't know if they'll experience the same thing I do, but I feel like it's definitely a thing that maybe like a lot of RPG people will understand. Okay, I've been doing a lot of right-handed cabs because I did start my pro mods in the UK, so hopefully I can remember that I'm using a left-handed cab. Like a glove. Oh. Perfect. Another 14 grand. So we're at 91 grand, so we're gonna pay back this loan for now because it'll free up. We pay less, but it frees up more money in the long run. So we'll pay that off. We've got tomorrow's fee easily. How many hours we got? Loads of time. 6 hours and 1 minute. Where are we going? Let's have a look. Le Mans is the best paid job, 23 grand. It takes us pretty much where we came from. Ooh, we can go to Geneva. That's a lot less pay. It's not that many more miles. It's an extra, like nearly an extra 2 hours for those miles, but we could go to Slovakia for 33, give us, you know, a lot more miles, but it's also a new place. We would unfortunately have to drive through Poland, which the only reason I don't like driving through Poland is it's just a really slow drive. We could go to Osnabrück, which we've already been to. We could go all the way up to Norway. 4 tons of containerized trees. Oh, that's what we were going to do. I said we were going to decide what we're going to buy. So let's have a quick look at we're going to do one last comparison of the 2 trucks we're going to get. So if I get a Scania, it will be a Scania S. So, like, I'll be straight up. It's going to be the fancy Scania. I'm not a big fan of the Scania R. Oh, no, the Scania R has the same... Wait, what the fuck? Wait, which is the Scania I normally buy? Is it Scania S or R? It's S, okay. It's the S I normally get. Yeah, this has the 8x4 mid-lift, which is really cool. The Scania R has it as well, but, you know, it's the Scania S I like. I'm like 9% sure. It has 730 horsepower, whereas this one has... okay, it's a Scania S no matter what, but we also have like a bunch of customization options, which is going to make this really expensive. We'd also be able to go straight for a 6x4 long, you know. Could go for that one, 6x2x4. I don't actually know what that means, the 2-4. But I'd probably go for the long due to the fact that it'd have more diesel space. We've got a 730 and we've got a 12 plus 2 speed retarder, which is for our transmission, which is pretty good. The Actros, we'd be going for the new Actros, you know, slightly bigger truck. But obviously, we'd be going for the normal space one. We'd have a 6x4 as well, so we've got the same level here. We are 100 brake horsepower less and a different retarder. Yeah, quite ugly interior. I would definitely be going for the box standard interior. Also, this is what the Corvus Ex Machina, which is what we're going to go for because it just looks really cool. Again, we have loads of customization options due to the fact that I got the expansions, so we can really you know, customize our truck up. Could even go for stuff like that. I won't be, but yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go for the Scania. I know it's like probably the more common choice, but the interior's nicer. Like, I love the Mercedes, but I'm not a big fan of the interior, to be honest. Like, I'm not a big fan of either of them. And even if we went for the old Actros, I'm even less fond of them. Like, it's a no from me, you know? So we're going to go for the Scania. So if we were to say, go to the truck dealer, we'd need to find it where we can't buy them online. It's the nearest Scania is, wait. Oh, all we have to do is have 5 trucks and then we can buy any truck online. What? Okay. All right. Wait, we've unlocked that already? Okay, so this is what we'd be going for. We're going for the 6x4 long. We have the 580 horsepower. We then have the 12 plus 2 retarder, or the 12-2 retarder to make our life a little easier. But of course, go straight for the V8 because the V8 skin is the nicest. We'd go for the ooh. Unfortunately, this is only for Scania, so you know we won't be going for the Scania skins. As cool as they are, we would be going for the Corvus. That's already, look at that, 213 grand already, and that's before we even edited the rest of the truck. That's just to get it the so if we went for the bog standard, it's like this is going to be an expensive truck no matter what we do. So yeah, we're gonna need to earn some money. So let us get a job. We haven't really been to this region at all, so as much as it doesn't pay better, we'll do a quick job down to Geneva. Oh, this wants me to drive. Oh, it doesn't want me to drive too far, to be fair, so yeah, we'll go. Yeah, if we wanted to buy that truck straight away, we'd have to take out a loan, sell this truck, as well as, you know, just to get that. And then we'd still have to actually go to the place to get it. Yeah, we're looking at quite a big expense to get that truck, but it means that when we buy that truck, it'll be decked out to high heaven straight away. All we'll be doing then is adding looks to it, which isn't really a bad thing. It's expensive, but, you know, once a truck looks cool, you don't really need to mess about it anymore. I mean, realistically, we could buy the truck without all that stuff, but then we're just kind of like slowly having to build it back up, and then we're kind of losing any real progress we've made. So it's not really worth the thing. If we're gonna buy it, we'll buy it afterwards. Yeah, we'll buy it. We'll take that. Go. Gonna go to Geneva. Try and find ourselves a nice job at Geneva. I did not think we'd be, I'll be honest, I forgot how expensive trucks can be. Especially when you're trying to buy like a really decked out one. Okay, so we need to rest in 6 hours time. 6 hours time puts us about Metz. No, that's 9 hours. What the fuck, Joe? You can't do math. Yeah, we're gonna have to rest about here. Yeah, 7 hours and 1 minute. That is, it's unfortunate that that's a little bit... Yeah, we're going to pretty much be resting about there again. We'll see if we can make up the time, but we don't want to be dozing again, because dozing leads to damages. Damages leads to getting paid less. Getting paid less leads to me being upset because I can't get Scania quicker. Yeah, we're gonna buy a Scania, which means we're gonna use... We're still gonna have a fleet of DAFs, but we're just gonna be an awkward sod and have a Scania. You know, we're the owner. The owner needs to be slightly different. Eventually, I'll probably buy, like I said, once we get rich, we'll buy everyone. We'll basically buy everyone the same Scania we have. We'll have. I'll be that dickhead's taking over me. Absolutely rude. You know, livid. I'm absolutely livid that he took over me. We'll try and get to the south of Italy as well in the next. I don't know if we'll do it today. Like I said, I'm getting pretty tired. I want to go for a nap before my partner gets home. And as she's only 4 hours different now, it's you know, gotta make sure that I've had a quick nap before she gets here or gets home. So I'll probably be doing this job and then we'll end the stream for the night. I'll try and have a longer stream tomorrow if I'm feeling better. But we have until the end of this journey, which is probably going to take us to... Yeah, this is going to take us over our 12,000 miles. That's really cool. Hitting the 12,000 mile mark. It's a shame we'll be getting a new truck. Oh, screw it. Game, I'm sorry. I'd already gone through it. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but there was no way I was going to be able to brake in time. Sometimes you just have to bite a bullet and be like, yep, wasn't going to be able to brake in time. It happens. So this is taking us the same way we came here. We're not going to be dying into Germany. We're going to be dying... Oh, no, we are going to go into Germany again. Yeah, this is the exact same way we came just a moment ago. And I think we're actually going to be ended up starting... Depending on how we... do it, we're more than likely going to be stopping in the exact same place we stopped previously, just across the road. But that is a big win. Yeah, we're definitely going to get our Scania. We're looking at probably 250 at this point, which is a lot of money for a truck. It'll take us quite a few days to get that. I may forego it and actually just keep getting DAFs, because if we look at our DAF, like, if we look at, say, the truck dealer right now, and we were to say, just buy a DAF online, and we were to buy a fleet config, we could get new drivers for 109. We could get 2 new drivers for the price of our truck, which will only increase our profit per day. Interesting. If I took out an 82 grand loan and then an 8 grand loan, we could buy ourselves. We're going to buy ourselves another driver at the end of this delivery, because we should have the money to do so as well. Obviously, the big thing is we'll see what our drivers bring us in. Hopefully, they can counteract, offset the loss from the loan installments. I won't take out the money just yet. I don't obviously want to add to our loan installments before we even use the money. Yeah, for the quicker we get new drivers, the quicker we can actually earn that Scania. So, for now, we'll have to keep putting up with a DAF, but we know we're going to go get a Scania at some point. Because that Scania will make it absolute. Scanias make an absolute bitch out of make a heavy cargo into an absolute cakewalk. So that is my goal. It's because I like doing heavy cargo, because heavy cargo typically pays better. But also, when you're doing heavy cargo with a truck that can pull it like it's light normal cargo, it also makes your journeys quicker, which means you can then do more heavy cargo. And essentially I like it because it just makes heavy cargo seem like normal cargo. All right, now what we're traveling with 15 tons of grass to Geneva. I feel like Geneva has its own grass, but apparently they really, 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 really want some Dutch grass. And who are we to say no to that? Well, to be fair, we're just delivering it. We didn't grow it or anything. Probably artificial grass, but then again, I guess it would normally say, so you never know. It is what it is, isn't it? Slow down a little bit. Ah, police officer giving someone a ticket. They go, well, dear friend, you are driving over the limit. I'm going to have to, fine you. My very piss poor French accent, even though we're in the Netherlands. I do not know what that's actually something I actually don't know what a Dutch accent's like. I feel like I'd know it if I heard it, but I don't actually know one to mimic one. Or to attempt one. I attempt German accents quite often in D&D, because I add certain characters of my NPCs I've made. I've given them a German accent because I just thought it was cool. I have an old German tiefling who is one of my favorite NPCs. I have a Scottish dwarves. All my dwarves are Scottish. Scottish and Irish sometimes. I kind of have a mix between them. I know that's a very typical, why are dwarves always Scottish? Why are dwarves always Celtic in that regard? I think pretty much all of them are, but I feel like I've got a few that aren't. Yeah, I feel like adding accents to characters in like NPCs in D&D just really brings them together, and it also makes them easier to differentiate, obviously. Oh shit, well done, Joe. Just absolute piss poor driving right there. Thank God I can't actually drive. I feel like when I go to get my license, they'll be like, yeah, you're not driving? Why? We've seen your videos, mate. Just now. You can't drive. You're about as stable at driving as anyone else. Great, the Willows University today. Be honest, I don't actually remember your chat, but welcome. I don't remember your username, sorry, but welcome. I'm assuming it must have been a while then if I don't remember your username, but still. I don't actually what was I playing. You were 9K K9 gaming initially. Ah, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I'll be honest, I don't remember that either. It must have actually been a while then, because I do not actually remember that. But apologies for not remembering you. My memory is pretty shit at the moment. You're kind of MIA. It happens, mate. MIA. You know, it's everyone goes MIA for a while. I mean, I hadn't streamed on this channel for over. I hadn't streamed on this channel for over a year before I came back like 2 weeks ago. So I hadn't done YouTube videos for like 2 months before that as well. So everyone has to go MIA for a while. I don't know why why am I breaking all the rules? Like I'm doing one-handed phones when I said I wasn't going to go on my phone when I was driving. Didn't get. Okay, why the fuck am I not looking at your phone, Joe? There we go. Get back to some good driving. Right. So how you've been following since December 2021? Been a lot of live stuff going around. Yeah, live stuff's going around for everyone, to be honest, mate. Like, yeah, I understand that very well. So you don't feel like you need to explain yourself. We're all good, man. Everyone has live stuff. Everyone has their own shit going around. It's fine. I mean, never need to explain yourself to a streamer anyway. But either way, yeah, I know what you mean. Let's quickly slingshot out of here. Use some of the momentum from the ramp. Are we going to make this rest point early or not? 3 hours and 1? 2 hours 23? Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to have to rest in no matter what. You feel like y'all in the UK have it even worse considering the utility bills going up and up. It's not great, but not much we can do about it apart from, you know, piss and moan. Which, let's be honest, British people are pretty good at. We are pretty good at pissing and moaning, so... Yeah, other than that, no, it's not that. To be fair, that's not even really bothering me. That one I can just kind of swallow. What really bothers me is my depression and that, you know, trying to put a manage on that. So, but yeah, I get what you mean. It's not the greatest, but it could be worse. Could always be worse. And there goes my loan payments. I don't want to look at how poor I am, but I know I'm poor, and it's upsetting. But when I get 2 new trucks, I will feel far, far better. Yeah, we're down to 11 grand, we're fine. Our other drivers should be pulling their own weight soon. Actually, to be fair, they are all pulling their weight. We just need them to bring in some more money right now. Around the corner. Yeah, once we get to the rest point, we'll just quick drop off and rest. We're not going to risk trying to push too hard. Last time we did that, last time we had to push too hard, we dazed off, and we managed to doze off 3 times. Twice we were okay. The third time we went head first into a car. So, needless to say, I don't want to repeat that. I mean, it didn't actually cost us that much in the long term, but it was. To be fair, I blame that on SES's design of Spain. I mean, who doesn't have a rest area between 2 towns? I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, we'll get ourselves where we're going. As soon as we get into Belgium, we'll be able to go a little bit faster, which is going to be really, really good. It's going to help us get a little bit further. 1 second. Discord's bothering me. It says I've got a message on there, but not popping up. There we go. Start off you. There we go. Fixed it. Right. Sorry about that. Let's you prefer DAF or was it just the first truck you could afford? So it wasn't the first truck I could afford. It was. I've played Euro Truck for a few years, and every time I play, I always try to use different trucks. So I first originally played with a Mercedes years ago, and then I got a Scania after that. I like the Renault. So at the moment, in my spare time, I'm driving a Renault T in my Pro Mods profile because I don't want to add Pro Mods to this yet, as I don't want to download like place Pro Mods on a save while I'm trying to stream, because obviously then I can't stream it for 2 weeks whenever they get an update and it breaks the Pro Mods. But I just wanted a different truck. So when we were doing quick jobs, because I love Scanias, they're great, and I love the Renault and I love the Mercedes, but I wanted something different. I was trying to use something that I hadn't used before. So, of all the trucks we used in quick, as soon as I saw the truck with, like, you know, these really cool mirrors, I was like, I want that truck. So it was the first truck I got. However, we are going to get rid of it at some. I am intending to sell this truck and get a Scania instead. And by sell this, I am intending to put this truck to the side and give it to another driver, to then get myself a Scania. However, we're going to put that on hold due to the fact that. As much as I want that Scania, my Scania is going to cost a lot. So I'd rather get like trucks for my drivers to then buy myself a truck later. I think the only truck you would not use are the Ivecos. Yeah, I don't like them either. They definitely, like, I've seen a lot of I say a lot. I've seen quite a few of the people whose content I've watched on Euro Truck enjoy Ivecos, and I just don't get it. I don't like them. I find them really, really, really shit. Like, I just don't enjoy them. Like, if it's a quick job and it's a nice paying quick job, but I have to use an Iveco, cool, I'll use it. But I'm never choosing to buy an Iveco. Like, DAFs are, I'll be honest, this DAF is really good for normal cargo, but as soon as you start adding a bit too much weight, it really does get weaker. And because it doesn't really have any options to, like, customize it to make it more powerful for heavy cargo, that's the only reason we're getting rid of this DAF, and we're going to give it to someone else, you know, give it to a driver eventually. Yeah, heavy isn't the best with DAFs. Something I didn't realize, because obviously when I saw really cool mirrors and I was like, give me. I mean, I did obviously drive it in a quick job, but I didn't, like, at the time, didn't realize it was going to kind of handicap me in the way it did. Because I like heavy jobs, because I like doing heavy jobs quickly with Scanias, unlike Mercedes and not Volvo. I haven't ever used Volvo really, and Renaults, because if I can get those jobs done quickly, I can do more of them. So it's one of those things where, you know, stuff like that. But usually get an 8.4 Volvo for heavy hauls and a 6.4 Scania for Merc, or Merc for normal cargo. I've never had an issue with, like, whenever I've used a Scania's like absolute powerhouses at everything. Like, I love my Scania. I really want a Scania back. Like, I'm definitely going for my Scania. And I've also bought the Mighty Griffin expansion, so a DLC, so I can really, really, like, chrome it up as well. So that is what I intend to do. It's just paying for a Scania that I want. It's going to cost me 200 grand, 250 grand at the minimum, because I want the 6x4. I think it's the 6.4 long 6.4, and the 6.4 long, the 600 horsepower engine, and the 12.2 retarder, so I can do thing. Because when I play this game, I'll be honest, I use a controller, so I'm a basic bitch when it comes to playing this, because I don't really have the money to afford, like, you know, proper setup. As soon as I can afford, like, a wheel in that, I'll more than likely buy one. I just, you know, paying bills is a little more important than you know, having the perfect setup to play the game that I'm, you know, playing for fun. Controllers has always done me just fine, but still. You think the maximum 380k for a fully decked out Scania with 730 horse engine, 16 gear transmission? Fair enough. Oh shit, it's dark.